Stay dandy, baby. The Moro arc is officially over, and the only thing more dangerous than an intergalactic goat wizard who consumes planets are the products of Quaker Oats. That's right. Get ready for the big reveal of granola and oatmeal. That's right, my friends, the Moro arc is officially done, and everything gets wrapped up pretty nicely. Pretty much like almost every other major arc of Dragon Ball, where Goku uses a crazy power to win, he doesn't quite know how he does it, it pisses off Vegeta, rinse, repeat, let's have a big party and have a big old kegger with all of our Dragon Ball friends. There are some pretty interesting moments here in the big wrap-up here, though. I have to say one of those biggest ones has to be that the Lord of Lords, the Grand Supreme Kai, thanks Oob for helping them in saving the universe. To which Oob is like, I don't even know what I did, man. I just gave you some power and then boom, Grand Supreme Kai decides to disappear, transforms back into the original jolly fat Majin Buu, and everybody ends up having a big old party. It is also worth mentioning that Goku, Vegeta, and Jacko are actually going to be recognized by the Galactic Patrol. They're going to be giving these big awards, which is basically just another excuse to see Goku grab the King of the Universe's junk again. Goku be loving that alien dick. And we also get the big surprise that Maris is not dead. They actually decided to bring back his character. Apparently, he was revived by the Grand Priest, but he no longer is an angel, he doesn't have angel powers, and he's immortal, which means he's going to have a normal lifespan, but still he's going to be a major asset to the Galactic Patrol. And I am really glad that Maris is going to stick around, although I have to admit it does kind of destroy his big sacrifice, but we might not even be seeing that much more of the character, but still we get to see that the Grand Priest, with probably the permission of Zeno, allows him to sort of do these things. In order to make up for everything that's going on here, essentially Beerus is actually going to have to end up basically playing with Zeno and Zeno. That's how they're going to make up for it. Basically, it's a big joke. Essentially, Zeno's bodyguards get a vacation, and Beerus has to be used as a horsey for Zeno and Zeno. They literally ride around on his back. It's ridiculous. We even get to learn that this entire plan was apparently cooked up by frickin' Supreme Kai, which is really great. Again, establishing that he is directly connected to Beerus, and really this was their only opportunity to make this happen. We also get to see that everybody on Namek is fine, and all the other planets that have been afflicted by the power of Moro, everything's all fixed up the way it always is in Dragon Ball. Just make a couple of wishes. But everybody's going to be talking about the new characters that are introduced in this episode and what are going to lead directly into the next major arc of the series. Yes, Dragon Ball Super is going to be continuing, and I have to ask yet again, where the hell is the anime version? But let's get back on track here. At the very end of the chapter, we get to learn that all of the goons that were working for Moro were thrown back into the galactic prison. And a lot of them are telling Jacko that they really need to check out that big crater where 7-3 was and to make sure that he was completely destroyed. Well, apparently he wasn't. And we get to see that there's this weird, mysterious, villainous group that has actually picked up his remains, which are basically just a half of his head. They bring it back to their headquarters, which is a flying ship in space, and they're slowly regenerating him. This is also where we get to learn that they are the ones who've actually been creating all of these like weird android alien bodies, which they call OG soldiers, which is just awesome to say. But 7-3 apparently is very important. So important that a random mysterious ship decides to show up, which is inhabited by a brand new character who goes by the name of Granola. And I don't know what the deal is with this character about what he really is or who he could potentially be, but when I first saw him, my first thought is, wow, this dude looks a lot like a freaking Saiyan. Some people think that he could potentially be an angel, or maybe he's a brand new species altogether, but the fact of the matter is he kind of resembles a Saiyan a little bit, and he's communicating with another mysterious character who goes by the name of Oatmeal. I don't know who that is, but this guy ends up busting into the ship, taking out a lot of these OG soldiers as he tries to find 7-3 for some mysterious purpose. Now, the big thing to assume here is that this guy is a villain, and that's the easy route to go on, but I don't want to judge him quite yet. I want to see what the deal is with this character, and the major name of this arc is called the Survivor Granola, which is interesting. It could hint at so many potential things, and just the fact that it's called the Survivor Granola leads me to believe that he could be a Saiyan who survived the destruction of the planet. There could be more out there. At this point, it's Star Wars rules. They can say that there's the Last Jedi all they want, but there's going to be a lot more of them out there. As for Granola and his abilities, it's really nothing that we haven't seen before. Basically, he just comes in using his muscles and ki blasts to end up taking out his enemies, but he also has that like weird sort of like scouter-like cyborg thing that he's wearing on his eyes, and I'm not sure if that's because he needs it because he doesn't have an eye, or if it's just like an enhancement that he uses. But again, he has an interesting and striking design. Very classic Akira Toriyama design, but again, it's hard to say because since it's in black and white too, you don't necessarily like know if he's like a Saiyan or something else altogether. Like if he's an angel, he potentially has like a different skin color, but all Saiyans seem to look more human in terms of their overall appearance. But his hair certainly feels very Saiyan-like, except that it's a little more wavy. It's kind of like a weird combination of Goku and Vegeta's. I just don't know what to make of the character quite yet. They don't tell us much about him at all, aside from the fact that he's really interested in 7-3, and he comes in and he kicks a lot of ass. The point is, it was a pretty great introduction to the character, and I'm excited to see where more of this next arc of the series is going to go. So what's the rundown on the latest chapter of Dragon Ball Super? I really like this one. It's always great when we get a brand new character who's introduced to the franchise, and I have to say that this was a pretty good wrap-up of the Moro arc. As for my final thoughts on the Moro arc, I actually found myself enjoying it quite a bit. There were a lot of new things here that I really enjoyed, and it gave me a lot more of what I wanted to see from Dragon Ball, which was a collective of all the main characters doing something really cool, especially the build-up to it. I loved seeing all of these prisoners come to the planet and watching all the classic Dragon Ball characters have battles with all of them, and then bringing in Goku and Vegeta, who actually have brand new abilities, unlike things that we've actually seen before in the series, which just aren't the same old thing. I mean, Goku was clearly the standout with not only like mastering Ultra Instinct, at least that's what we think it is. He still doesn't quite know what he did with creating that massive Susanoo version of himself, the big key Goku. But still, it's unlike anything that we've actually seen from the franchise thus far. The thing is, though, again, with Dragon Ball, every single time there's like a brand new villain and the characters get stronger, they inherently always have to bring in some sort of other character who either has to be stronger or has some sort of ability which can negate all of the things that they just learned previously. Otherwise, Goku could just wipe the floor with everyone now. I mean, after his battle with Jiren, I would love to see a rematch with Goku using his giant Goku Susanoo against him. It could potentially take him down at this point. We've also established that Broly is also incredibly powerful as well. Like, there's still so many more glass ceilings for these characters to actually break through the future, and every single time I don't think they're going to do it, they end up doing it anyway. And that's always really fascinating about the show. But again, though, this entire chapter, though, is more about the introduction of this brand new character, Granola, and his accomplice, Oatmeal. Again, those names are funny. It does go in line with a lot of the classic Saiyan characters always being named after foods. A lot of the times, though, as far as I remember, they're mostly named after vegetables. But this is sort of breaking the mold with them being called Granola and Oatmeal. But again, it also wouldn't be the first time that we've had a ton of characters in the series which are named after random foods. I mean, just look at the Ginyu Force. Just a bunch of milk boys. Overall, though, this is a good introduction to them, and again, it sucks that this is a monthly manga, because now we're going to all have to stew over this for the next month and trying to figure out what we're going to get next, as the brand new details slowly trickle in. That being said, I'm very excited for the next major arc of the series, and Toei Animation, whenever you want to decide to bring the anime back, just do it, please. So I really liked this chapter, a lot. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. But I love making these videos because I want to hear from you guys. You heard my thoughts, I want to hear yours. Sound off in the comments section below telling me what you thought about the big conclusion of the Moro arc, how everything wrapped up, if you liked the arc or didn't like it, and what do you think about the introduction of Granola and Oatmeal? Saying that out loud is hilarious, but really, what do you think of this new character? Is he a Saiyan? Is he an angel? Is he some sort of other entire alien species? What's his deal? Why does he want 7-3? Thoughts, theories, hopes for the future, sound off in the comments section below. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one. I also want to take this time to thank all of my patrons. You guys are amazing people making monthly donations to my channel. Remember, first-time donators, I'll review an anime series of your choice. I do have one more major Patreon review, which is going to be coming up before the end of the year, so please make sure and stay tuned for that. I'd really appreciate it. Not to mention, I'd love to add your name to this list of amazing people, the producers of Ace Guru. So thank you guys so much for watching this review. I'll see you all next time, and as always, stay down there, baby.